We have board member for the Michigan Gem and Mineral Society, Monica Hummerding, and exhibitor from Upper Lights, Eric Rintamaki.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Be here.
And like you might have guessed from Upper Lights, you're from the Upper.
Oh,
You're
yes.
a Upper.
Yeah, oh, yeah. Lifelong.
Well, cool. So tell us what this show's all about, Monica.
So this is our annual show. We're a 501c3 charity, and this is our fundraiser to help fund our scholarship fund. So we usually give 2 to 3 scholarships out to Jackson area and surrounding counties, high school seniors who are entering the field of earth science or lapidary arts. And we also fund a scholarship for Eastern Michigan University for their summer program when the kids go out on their summer field trips. So
Is it for people that are interested in geology and rocks? And
the show is it's a little bit of everything.
but for the scholarships?
Oh, for the scholarship, they're usually entering the field of earth science or the lapidary arts. So doing something with those minerals.
Got it.
Yeah.
Now, Eric is one of your featured exhibitors, and you've got TV shows all over. You've got a podcast, and you brought some of your rocks.
I sure did. Yeah.
So, what's so special about this? This looks just like
So it looks like a piece of gray granite. Came off the beach of Lake Superior, right?
Lake Superior.
Yes. Now these can be found on all 5 of the Great Lakes, 13 different states, and even up in New England on the ocean.
And it's soft, it's smooth from
So
the
it's
water.
rounded. So these came up all from a place called the Coldwell Complex up in Ontario, Canada. Well, about 10,000 years ago, 7 to 10 different glaciers came through, pounded into this mountain of this material, and brought it all over here. And when it did, it rounded out the rocks, and then from sitting on the beach for thousands of years, they get rolled even more and smoothed down and smoothed down.
And so, is it granite?
So it looks like granite, but it has 0 quartz in it, so it's much softer. And instead of quartz, and it has a mineral in it called sodalite. And the sodalite in these rocks do something very special when hit with ultraviolet light.
Okay, Brandon, you got to close up. Here we go.
So I'm going to hit this with some long wave UV light at 365 nanometers with a diachroic filter.
Okay.
And watch what this does. And you can see that the ions got excited. They travel up outside their normal orbit. And the next thing you know, you see the fluorescent orange color.
The glowing rocks.
Yeah, so these are really fun to go out at night and go find on the shores of the Great Lakes. You just got to get a light, go out and look, and they are a blast.
That's neat. Kids must love to come to your little booth.
Oh yes, yes, yes.
Now you brought some photos. Is this what's happening on these pictures too? Have you got these
Yep.
rocks?
So I did this with a photographer named Doug Julian and Coulter, and we went out to the lighthouse, Chris Point Lighthouse, and this was actually in January a couple years ago, and we did what's called light painting on these 3 Upper lights that I'm holding there, and I learned a whole new way to photograph fluorescent minerals by going out that night. It was such a fun time.
So that's what it would appear to the naked eye, because there's fluorescence in the minerals.
Yeah, so if you have a light and you go out at night, these things, it looks like a piece of lava laying on the beach. You think it's going to be hot, but it's not.
This love of gems and rocks and minerals, it's changed your life.
Yes.
You had a real job.
Yes, I was a poker room manager and table game manager at a casino. And the next thing I know, I find these rocks on the beach because I went out one night looking for agates that fluoresce green under shortwave. Well, I bought a flashlight from an ad on Facebook, on eBay, and the ad lied to me. It told me that flashlight was shortwave, but in all actuality, it was longwave.
And that was a good thing.
So yes, so what started out as a bad thing turned into a good thing. And I went out for one thing and found something completely different, and it changed my world. Completely changed it. So these got sent off and got tested and verified to be a new find for the state of Michigan. And I came up with a name. I asked the geologist that first tested them, I said, what do I call these rocks? And he's like, well, technically they're a nepheline syenite rich in fluorescent sodalite brought down by glacial activity from the Coldwell Complex in Ontario, Canada. And I said, oh, stop right there. That's a horrible name. What do I call them? And he's like, well, name them after your dog or your dad or a cat or the beach you found them on, whatever you want it to be, and put LITE on the end. That's how we name the fluorescent minerals. So I picked Yooper for the UP of Michigan, where I'm from, and Light They Light Up, because at the time, I only knew 3 little beaches up on Lake Superior where you could find them. I didn't realize they were in 13 different states, farm fields, gravel pits, railroad beds, dirt roads, driveways, landscape rock. Anywhere the glaciers took stones, you have a chance to find these rocks.
But people didn't know that they were seeing something special until they heard about how to put the particular.
And I had one little video. I took a 30-second clip of a lady finding her first one, right? And it went absolutely bonkers viral. It now has over 500 million views worldwide. Got picked up by WeChat in China, Asiri TV in Japan, and I actually got flown to Japan to sign autographs and get my picture taken with people.
Wow, you're
to
a
help
rock
sell
star.
a little bit.
Monica, I know you're very excited to have Eric at the event, but you're going to have the whole place full.
Yeah, it's a popular show. We have great vendors who come, and you can see a little bit of everything there. Some spectacular specimens. We have a silent auction where you can pick up really nice specimens for a really reasonable price.
I know a lot of kids, they're going to want to be able to get a Petoskey stone.
Yep. You'll find Petoskey stones. We'll have Petoskey stones at our handicrafters booth. So, and we sell Petoskey polishing kits too, so it teaches them how to polish a Petoskey stone. So it's a lot of fun.
So fossils, I guess the Petoskey stone's a fossil.
It's a fossilized coral.
Yeah. Gems, rocks, minerals. You got something, all of the above going in this thing, don't you?
Yep, and I have fluorescent minerals from all over the world at my booth, and I have a great big giant black tent, and I keep it semi-dark, semi-not dark, so it's not scary to walk into. But when you walk over to my booth, all you see is neon colors everywhere. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. We also have a fluorescent display that one of our members does in our display area.
How many members in your society?
I think we're a little over 100 now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So we've grown quite a bit in the last few years. So
you've got a group of sponsors helping you put this event on.
Consumers Energy is helping us with. They're sponsoring our kids activity area, which is pretty popular. And then we've had lots of support from some area businesses and some not in the area, but have sent us some nice things to put in our raffle.
At your booth, Eric, do you have things that you'll be selling too?
Oh yes, yeah. That's the whole reason I'm down here. I do really well at this show. This is one of the premier shows in Michigan, and it's the first show of the year for a lot of us that vend and do these gem mineral shows. So this is like the kickoff to the season. This is the kickoff to the year.
You drove down from the UP this week. What's it like at Brimley, where you're from?
We still have over 200 inches of snow.
No kidding.
My snowbank in front of my kitchen window is above my kitchen window. So
this is like going to Florida for you.
Yes, this is nice. We got down to about Mount Pleasant-ish, Clare-ish, and that's where the snow stopped.
Yeah, apparently the ski resorts are going to go right into June this year.
Oh, geez.
Yeah. So big difference from last year.
Yes.
$5 gets you in the door, and
$5, $3 for seniors. Kids under 5 are free. I think it's $2 for students. So
3 days.
3 days, 3 long days. but you'd be amazed when you come. There's so much to see, and lots of activities, lots of displays. We have a silent auction. We have a raffle. Our kids activity area and kids are able to do one craft for free when they come that they can take home. They can make a gem tree or a gem painting or make a pet rock.
And
so
Fridays, veterans are free.
Fridays, veterans are free, and I believe Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts in uniform.
Oh,
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Eric, people can see more about Yooper Lights. You've got a website and Facebook and YouTube and all that?
Everything. So if you go to yooperlights.com, you can find everything about it. I just want to say one thing about this show. This is one of the nicest, if not the nicest, rock, gem, and mineral show you will ever go to. Everything is carpeted. It's in a nice brand new facility. There's lots of parking. And every year I come down here, I super enjoy this show. This is a very, very good show for the vendors and for the customers.
Glad to hear it. We're proud of it, aren't we, Monica?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Sarah. Good to see you. Thanks,
Yes.
Monica.
Thank you so much.
This weekend at American One Event Center at Keeley Park, thanks to Eric Rintamaki and Monica Hammerding.